Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. So today we're going to be doing the card reading for the 9/9 portal. I did put out that video yesterday, as many of you have probably seen, but I didn't have time to get into the reading portion. And so what I thought I would do for you guys today, which is going to be kind of fun, we talked about a lot of the collective energies of the 9/9 portal in that video. Now we're going to get a little bit more specific. So I have, as you can see, 3 crystals lined up here. And so I want you guys to choose which crystal really resonates with you the most. And we're going to do 3 kind of pick a card readings, I guess they would be. Just talking about any of the activations that we may be receiving for each group, talking about maybe the cycles that are closing out. We're going to leave it up to Spirit as to what wants to come through. But this is going to be crystal number 1. This beautiful healed clear quartz. This is going to be crystal number 2, which I believe is some type of spirit aura quartz. And this is going to be crystal number 3, which I'm not quite sure what it is, but it is quite beautiful. So take a moment, ask your team, ask your guides, or, you know, if you're curious, just watch them all and see what resonates. All right, so we're going to get going first with crystal number 1. And so what are we receiving during this 9/9 portal for group number 1? And I'm going to go with the Light Seers Tarot to get started here. Clear. Group number 1, what are we receiving through this 9/9 portal? What are we receiving? What are we receiving? What's closing out? I always try to get specific and with my questions, and sometimes Spirit's like, no, we're just going to talk about this. So I never know exactly whether they're going to answer my question directly. So we know that both questions are out in the ether, but we're going to go with what we're receiving and hope that, yes, Spirit does want to talk about this. Beautiful. So there's a major third eye activation going on for group number 1 during this 9/9 portal. A major third eye activation, and it also feels like inspiration, right? Because we have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Wands. So that's a lot of fire energy. You notice, just like it's like the third eye is on fire here. And so what I'm also feeling for group number 1 is make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, and you are if you're experiencing headaches, migraines, different things like that, pressure in the head, that feels quite possible because of this. There go a bunch of cards there. We'll deal with that in a second. Because of this third eye activation here, there could be a lot of intensity in the head area. And like I told people in the 9/9 portal, and I mention it from time to time, if you are experiencing a lot of ascension symptoms, please reach out to me. We can set up a Belvaspata healing. It's really powerful for helping us move through some of these energies and integrate them, process them, release the things that are needing releasing, all of that. You can also just imagine kind of opening up the head area to allow these downloads in, to create that space. It's really helpful on the back of the head if you place your fingers kind of like this in 2 rows right above the little divot in the back of your head here. And you just gently imagine that you're pulling your hands apart. Say expand, expand, expand. That's something that my Theta healing teacher taught me, because this is something that I experience frequently when there's a lot of stuff coming in. But yeah, there's a lot of information, a lot of downloads coming in, major activation of that third eye, which is really also bringing through the inspiration that you desire at this time, that you have been desiring in order to move forward with this next phase of whatever it is that you want to do. Like, you're feeling very inspired. You're also, it's like a charisma, an activation of charisma for you guys. So that confidence, that charisma, really getting an upswing. So I'm feeling solar plexus energy as well, like a major activation in that solar plexus area that's really going to help you to move forward with confidence and pursue whatever it is that's next for you. And I'm noticing that in this Knight of Wands photo, there are actually 4 wands. So it feels like a 4 of Wands type of energy too, which we know is that stability. We know is that security. That is That is the stable home, all of that beautiful good stuff, the good stuff in life there. And so some of you may be moving into it's a deeper level of fulfillment, is what that recognition of the Four Wands here means to me. It's a deeper level of fulfillment. And for some of you guys, there's passion too. The Four of Wands is known for those who refer to themselves as twin flame readers as the 1111 card, the Divine Union card. And so with this stallion here, it definitely feels like some passion. It's like your drive and your passion, and possibly your libido for some of you guys are really going to be activated. But it's like this horse also stands for freedom, right? And so I'm feeling that energy of freedom. It's like something that's been holding you back, something that's been keeping you feeling kind of stuck. It's like you're finally receiving you're receiving the confidence that you need to set yourself free. You're receiving that level of self-worth as well, right? And once again, this is heavy solar plexus energy, that self-worth energy that tells you that you deserve to be free. So whatever situation this is, it's just like a huge level of freedom that I'm feeling coming through for you guys as you experience these upgrades and this next level of awakening. Yeah, being really connected. Really connected. Those of you who've been wanting to experience more connection with your team. And remember, we talked in the 9/9 portal video about how we are going to be receiving those upgrades, those activations of the strands of our DNA that relate to our star family, our star heritage, so that we can have a deeper connection with them, a deeper telepathic connection. This card very much represents telepathy to me. So those of you who chose crystal number 1, I definitely feel that energy of telepathy coming through strongly for you, that's going to be a major activation that you guys are receiving. And I want to see if I can find all the cards that fell here. And isn't this interesting how they fell? So you did have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which I was going to comment on. But then we also had the Lovers, which came out pretty obviously. And I would not have probably seen this card if I hadn't just knocked the deck over. With the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck and the Six of Wands underneath that, King of Pentacles, we could go on. All right, but the Hierophant is a major up-level. Whenever I see the Hierophant card, it speaks to me of a major up-leveling. It can also represent marriage and commitment, and we do have the Lovers here, as well as, like we said, I was feeling that Four of Wands energy. And this is, of course, that passion, too. Passion, for some of you guys, a level of divine union, finding a counterpart, an energetic counterpart. And creating, I'm noticing for the first time looking at this Lovers card, all the swirls coming out from them, it's like they're creating an energetic vortex with their energy. And this is something that we talk about when we talk about twin flames, right? The energy of that, the physical union piece, and how that creates a vortex of energy that helps to lift up the vibration of this planet. So some people may be meeting a partner. You may be experimenting as far as utilizing sex magic, as far as combining your energies together consciously in order to create. So Kundalini energies, working with all of that tantric energies, a lot of interesting stuff. Maybe some Isis sex magic. I don't know, but you guys, and we got the Merkaba in between their two foreheads too, right? So that astral travel energy. You could be having some very interesting things going on in your sex life here, group number 1. So that is definitely interesting. But it's also this healing energy. There's a deep level of healing that you guys are experiencing as you move through this 9/9 portal. And I feel like for some of you, you may have spent some time alone recently. You may have pulled back your energy because you needed this rest, you needed this rejuvenation, you needed this healing. And if you did experience a heartbreak or something painful, it's like you're coming out the other side of that. You're completing that cycle. Whatever that cycle was, whether it had to do, for some of you guys, it did have to do with love. It had to do with some way that your heart was not appreciated or seen. Right? Your heart wasn't held. It's sort of like you gave your heart to somebody and they couldn't hold it. And so you learned how to hold your own heart. And now for some of you, you have an energy and a counterpart coming in who knows how to hold a heart. Right? But you had to learn from that experience of loving somebody who did not. And this doesn't necessarily have to relate to romance for everyone. This could be anywhere where you put your heart on your sleeve, where you put your heart out there. Where for some of you guys, it's like you tried to live through your heart, right? We talk about that all the time. But the way that you did it, you let yourself be vulnerable, and that vulnerability wasn't acknowledged. And so you've learned a deeper level of discernment around how you wear your heart on your sleeve, where you invest your heart energy. You've learned how to care for your own heart too. It's regardless of what type of relationship or situation this was, or this cycle was, and so it could have been many different types of situations, many different manifestations of this energy. It's definitely that energy of learning how to care for your own heart, learning how to, it's that self-love energy. That's that energy of self-love, that energy of discerning where to place your love and your heart energy, and understanding when you're investing more of your energy than you're receiving back. That was a major cycle and a major lesson for a lot of people in this group number 1. Anything else about cycles that we're closing out here? Anything else about cycles that we're closing out? Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Oh. They're like, no, we want to talk about this energy. You mentioned these cards, they're coming out. How fucking perfect is that? The 2 cards we mentioned on the bottom of the deck. And I shuffled them and they popped out of the middle. All right, so these cards really wanted to come out. And then on the bottom we have the King of Pentacles, which we also mentioned, did we not? So they're like, you're not getting away with not mentioning these cards. I love it when they do that. They're so funny. All right, so yeah, the Hierophant and the 6 of Wands. So this is like, you're being recognized, group number 1. You are being recognized for something that you contribute. Yeah, you've gone through this healing process, and those are some of the examples of what this healing process was, but it's going to be different for everybody. So take what resonates, right? But there has been a deep healing process that has occurred. You've really gone back in, you've gone inside, you've pulled your energy back, you've learned how to care for and cultivate your own energy. That was what this spiritual up-leveling was all about. It was like you learning how to do that, how to care for your own heart, how to care for your own energy, how to invest your energy wisely. This deeper level of self-love is really what's opening you up to a whole new level of success, a whole new level of triumph. It's like, I feel like for some of you guys, you looked at that staircase in the past and you were like, that staircase is so tall. How am I ever going to climb that? Right? And every time you tried, it was like you felt like you kept getting knocked back down a few stairs. But now, you know, like that staircase doesn't seem so tall anymore. And you see what's at the top of it, and you know that that's worth the climb. But you also know you don't have to get there overnight. I feel like for some of you guys, perfectionism was a thing too. It's cycles of perfectionism. Cycles it's like a cycle of self-care. You learned a lot about self-care. You learned a lot about self-talk. You learned a lot about perfectionism. And that you don't have to do it perfect, and putting too much pressure on yourself. For some of you guys, I also feel like maybe something happened to you physically, or you were kind of taken out of the game a little bit, so to speak, so that you had to learn this art of self-care. If you were pushing yourselves too much, I feel like there's definitely a segment of group number 1 as well who are incredibly motivated, and there's a lot of drive to succeed, right? But that you weren't taking care of yourself in that process. Some of you were caring for others too much at the detriment of yourself. Others of you, it was like your ambition and your desire and your need to be better, right? That's definitely a lot of Virgo energy there with that perfectionism and that constantly needing to be better and strive to be better energy. It just really tired you out. It depleted you because you weren't caring for yourself enough. And you were always putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And now it's like you're chilling, you're relaxed. You're like, I'll get there when I get there. I'll get there in the perfect divine timing. And guess what? For a lot of you guys, that perfect divine timing is here. Because as soon as you surrendered that, everything was able to come through. And these activations are really going to assist you in that process. Yeah, and now it's just like I'm feeling fame, I'm feeling recognition, I'm feeling achievement, I'm feeling like validation, but not in a low vibrational way. It's like validation from the universe, confirmation from the universe. Anything that was it felt like it wasn't going anywhere. It's like all of a sudden there's going to be a new fuel to the fire, so to speak, because your passion has also been activated. It's like you may have lost that passion along the way, and now that passion is reignited, but you also know how to, it's like you're not going to burn yourself out too quickly. You're not burning the candle on both ends in a way that's detrimental to the self. And there's just, and this Six of Wands, there's actually only one wand in the Six of Wands card, which brings me back to the Ace of Wands energy, right? Yeah, so this is like the ace and like the ace in the hole kind of energy. Like, you guys, something really powerful is going to manifest for you. If you are involved, especially in anything that involves public speaking, that involves sharing your experience, that involves being in the public eye in any way, then that is definitely for you guys an indication that it's like, notice like she's got those spotlights shining down on her, and once again there's 4. So it's that 4 energy, that stability energy coming through again. Yeah, and a whole new level of your spiritual journey, like we said. And this King of Pentacles energy, this is stability as well. This is ultimate stability. This is material. This is seeing that stability coming through in the material realm. This is also possibly a mentor or somebody who wants to fund you or something like that in a project that you're wanting to do. Something like that, some helpful energy. For some of you, and for others of you, this is just you. You are that helpful energy. You have that wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom. There's a gentleness and a wisdom in this King of Pentacles card, right? He's even got the wolf here. That energy of leadership too, with all the fire energy and the wolf energy, that alpha energy. But it's like not in a, it's like an alpha, but like in a highly spiritual sense, right? Like not a domineering kind of alpha. It's like the person that people naturally want to follow just because they exude such serenity, such love, such trust. And so that's describing, they engender such trust. Others trust them. They are naturally drawn to them just because of the gentleness and the power and the strength of their soul and the wisdom that they carry. So that's either describing you and what you're stepping into, or that's describing possibly, and it could be both, somebody coming into your life who's going to help in this next phase of your journey. That's really going to help you break some new ground here. And then the Star, so that's that ultimate healing and wish fulfillment. Set those intentions powerfully, group number 1, because those intentions are manifesting. And for some of you guys, it's like we said, the intentions that you set a long time ago, that you, for some of you guys, almost gave up on, or that you had to kind of pull your energy back from and rest and recalibrate, and you thought maybe it wasn't happening and coming through, now coming through. And keep setting those intentions, and what this card is saying. Keep having that hope. This is a card of hope. All right? Because it's like that energy of like when you wish upon a star. Yeah, and look at these, just these illuminations right here, right? Powerful, powerful. And this is also that connection, once again, that telepathic connection with the star family. Right? They hear you. They've been listening to you. And now some of you are going to be receiving those responses. And maybe this energy comes through them for some of you guys. All right. Really powerful reading, you guys. I absolutely love this. I'm not big with the edits and stuff, so we're just going to put these cards back in the deck and then start with the second pile here. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. Exciting stuff, group number 1. Okay, group number 2. So we're going to clear and center in for group number 2 with this beautiful Spirit Aura Quartz. What messages do we have for you? And I'm being drawn right away to the Lightworker Oracle for group number 2. What messages do we have for group number 2? Clear. What activations is group number 2 receiving during this 9-9 portal? What's going on for group number 2 during this 9-9 portal energy? Group number 2. My beautiful, beautiful group number 2. All right, first card out is Karma Clearing. All right, so this is, and Spirit likes to do this, right? This is that old cycle. Like, you guys are, there's a powerful energy of completion for group number 2. All right, a powerful completion. Like, you are completing a major karmic cycle. You're closing this out. Not only for the collective, but in your own personal experiences. Because remember, when we close it out in our personal experience, we are closing that out for the collective. I feel like the group number 2, you guys came here not only to clear out your own karma, if you had it. Some of you didn't even have that because you came directly from somewhere else, and you may not have even had a whole lot of other lifetimes on this planet, right? Some of you have, and you're clearing that out. Some of you haven't, but both groups that I'm talking about right now in group number 2, you came here to do some major clearing for the collective as well. All right, you took on a lot in this lifetime because for that specific purpose of clearing it out for the collective, for humanity. All right, and I think I talked about this on another video too. Some of us, we're closing out and clearing out karma from other incarnations on other planets right now as well. So if that is, and other timelines, right? We're talking about like Atlantis. A lot of people came here to clear major karma for Atlantean timelines. For any of these timelines, experiences on Mars, these different planets, right? And in these different energies, Mars, Orion, Maldek, there's a lot that we're clearing, not just for humanity, but for whatever you want to call it, like intergalactically. So there's a lot that we're working with in group number 2, a lot of closing out. And like I was saying, because you incarnated and you came here with this mission, this is a highly revered spiritual mission to take this much on to clear. Because some of this was yours and some of this is not, right? But I am you and you are me and we are one. So in a sense it is. So we are shouldering those, and I said we because I'm feeling this energy too, pretty intensely, are shouldering this energy for the collective one. All right? Which is, it's a highly revered task, but this is not an easy task, okay? This means that the people watching this for pile number 2, you have likely had a lot of challenging circumstances in your lives. You have gone through a lot of pain, possibly a lot of suffering, before you realized and understood that suffering was optional, right? Incarnated into some intense family dynamics, possibly had some intense relationships, intense experiences, just that level of intensity. And like a deep, deep purging throughout your lifetime, and definitely as we've moved through this portal, because you're clearing all that karma, you're closing out, you're involved in the major completion of cycles, of karmic cycles for really, like we said, kind of the galaxy, right? Yeah, and this is a 5 energy, so this is the energy of change. So as we are completing these major cycles and timelines, there are going to be major shifts and changes coming. Any other energies here? So just know that. And if you are still going through this energy, yeah, dark night of the soul, okay? This level of karmic clearing, like we said, it's intense. And so many people in pile number 2 may be experiencing this dark night of the soul. You may have been going through this. You may have felt yourself plunged into another level of this and been like, what the hell? I thought I did this already. I thought I'd already been here. Why am I back in this energy again? That's a question that group number 2 may have been asking themselves, moving into and through this 9-9 portal. Why am I here again? What is going on? Right? And what's going on is this deep level of clearing, like we talked about, plunging back into old energies in order to clear them for good. Going through a deeper level of healing that's really bringing up another layer of what was underneath the surface, right? Another layer of healing around things that we possibly thought we'd already worked on, right? In order to bring complete and absolute healing to those things. But notice, pay attention. Look at this guy. Look how free he looks. Look at him standing in the middle of all that light, literally being held in. This would be a personification of God, right? Spirit, source, if we were to put it in a human form. This is also wisdom, incredible wisdom, right? But look at that freedom. Look at that cleansing. So this is where we talk about the 9-9 portal as a portal of purification. There's a huge purification going on here. And so that's we're going to experience a huge purge with that, right? Lots of ascension symptoms going on as well, probably for pile number 2. But look here too. He's holding this light, right? Holding this light. And it almost, the way that I was seeing the energy behind this figure for a moment, it looked like figures, like beings. And so that's reminding me of your ancestors standing behind you. That's reminding me of your spiritual team standing behind you. It's also like there's been a lot with group number 2 facing our demons, right? Those demons that were lurking behind us brought into the forefront so that we could look them dead in the eye in order to and I don't even want to say like slay them or fight them, because it's not that. To understand them, to embrace them, to heal them, and to bring them back into the entirety. This is like, it's reminding me of diving deep into the ocean and uncovering the pearl, finding the pearl, finding our light. There's a card in, I forget which deck it is, I think it's the Sacred Rebels, called Diving for Light. That's what this feels like. Diving for light. And so group number 2 has been diving deep into this, into these energies, these heavier energies again, to bring back, to transform them, to alchemize them, both for ourselves and the collective, and to bring them back up into the light, to join them with the light. And I'm definitely feeling that purging energy. This to me looks like it reminds me of, what is that? It's a tribal tradition where they sit in the hot. It's a sweat lodge. It reminds me of a sweat lodge almost. So definitely that energy of purification going on, burning away all of these older energies. And so because there is such a deep clearing happening for you, pile number 2, this is an energy where you may have been thrown into this aspect of the dark night of the soul as well, where it was like questioning everything all over again, questioning your faith, questioning your path, questioning like, what the hell am I even doing here? Do I really know? Or am I just fooling myself? Or can I, if I'm not questioning my path in general right now, am I questioning our ability to walk that path? Do I really have what it takes? And the answer is absolutely yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. If you are part of this group number 2 here, you guys are soldiers. You are, scratch that, because soldiers follow orders, right? You are warriors. All right? So, yes, you do have what it takes. That God gives his toughest assignments to his strongest warriors, okay? All right, you came here because you knew that you could do this, and you are doing this. And we have the power of the divine masculine on the bottom of the deck. So definitely an activation of our masculine energy as well for group number 2. This is our ability to take action, right? This is our ability this is our willpower. This is solar plexus energy. All right, so an upgrade for the solar plexus here as well. For group number 2, probably, I mean, there's a lot. When we're talking about this karmic clearing, we're also talking about the root chakra. We're also talking about, it is the soul star chakra, I believe, where we hold a lot of these karmic energies, especially these collective karmic energies. But yeah, just major upgrades. Like we're talking like beyond like chakras with this right now. We're talking about like the whole being, upgrade of the whole being here. Yeah, really stepping into our ability to take action. All right, and this definitely, we felt this in pile number 1 too. This may be a very consistent thing. This upgrades in our ability to take action. But the divine masculine energy definitely, there's been a deep healing of our divine masculine energy. And now we're able to step into that role, right? To really understand what it means, what masculine energy is, and how to utilize masculine energy in a sacred and divine manner. Right? And so for those of you who identify more strongly with the masculine aspect of your nature, you're receiving a huge upgrade in how you utilize and relate to that energy. And for those who identify more with the feminine, you're getting more in touch with your masculine energy and how to utilize it. And you may also have been learning about divine masculine energy through the males in your life, through the male energy, the energies that identify more as masculine, or you see and identify more as masculine. There's been a huge clearing around that. And see the light coming through his hands. And see also holding this ball of light here. Him or her, whatever. And see even God here, or source, whatever you want to call this, holding this person in their hands. All right, so there's a huge activation, a healing in your healing abilities as well. Because you have gone through this deep level of healing and you have also cleared all of this karma, it's opening you up. And some of that karma may have been around past lives as healers as well, or the healer paradigm and mentality. Times where we misuse our gifts, right? Or where gifts were misused, energy was misused. And the result of helping to clear this out, whatever it is that you were clearing out, is a huge jump in your own healing abilities coming through. Especially when it comes to energy healing, when it comes to hands-on healing, working with the hands. Some of you guys may feel your hands activating. You may notice heat and tingling in your hands. You may notice like numbness, burning almost. There's going to be a lot of different ways. Like some of you may begin to see literal light coming out of your hands. All right. So a huge activation in that, in your healing abilities, and whatever it is meant for those who identify as light workers and healers, whatever you're meant to do with that energy. But it's also learning how to direct your energy. You're really learning how to direct and focus your energy. That's that divine masculine activation there. Yeah, anything else for group number 2 here? Powerful stuff, you guys. I'm like so amped up right now doing this reading for pile number 2. Okay. All right. And then we have the third ray of creative intelligence. So this is, once again, how to focus your energy, right? How to utilize your creative energy and bring it into manifest form in the world. Because that's something that this group is really meant to do, right? Especially with this activation coming through, your healing powers, your, whatever your soul gifts are. You're really being asked to bring that through in the world, to create something with that. What are you being guided to create? What are you being guided to bring into form? You have the energies available right now to really help you channel that, to really help you to build up the connections that are going to be necessary as you move forward, right? Whoever, whatever is meant to help you in your path. It's like doors are going to begin to open for you. And so pay attention to the wisdom. I'm feeling a major crown chakra activation for you guys too. Honestly, looking at everything pouring in through the crown there for him. Those downloads, that crown chakra activation, that connection to the higher realms really opening up for you. A lot of guidance coming through. Follow that guidance, follow that inspiration. Pay attention to the opportunities that present themselves to you and recognize them. Ask for assistance recognizing them if you want. I'm feeling this energy of the butterflies too. It's like that energy of you being in that cocoon, right, in the darkness, and beginning now emerging as that butterfly. All right, and this looks like some beautiful divine feminine energy too. So that feminine coming in to balance out and support that masculine, to enhance that masculine. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Lots of divine inspiration and connection to these beautiful divine realms. For some of you guys, it's like connection to the fairy realm, connection to the angelic realms, really increasing for you guys. Connection to your own your own light as such, right? Many people in this group may be in other dimensions, right? In other existences, in other manifestations of themselves. They may be, there's connections to the angelic and the fairy realms, we'll put it that way. Some of these different magical realms. So a lot of magic coming in, and your ability to weave that magic and create magic, right? Your understanding that you are magic, and bringing, like we said, bringing something into form. What are you wanting to bring into form? What is wanting to be birthed and created through you at this time? Because you have the inspiration, you have the guidance, you have the physical, real world resources and connections coming into your life in order to make that happen. Right? And once again, it's like you see her down here curled up in a ball. This is how we felt group number 2 for quite some time. And that process, this process, was necessary in order to bring about this transformation. So huge transformative energy for group number 2. All right, I love you guys. This is super exciting. I appreciate you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you are connecting, and then we had spiritual master and spiritual service or master healing and spiritual service that came out for you guys too. So yeah, really stepping up in terms of your gifts and abilities, whatever those are. It's not going to be energy healing for all of you or different things like that. It could be a form of energy healing that has nothing to do with the hands. That's just what reminded me of it. But different things, different abilities, different incarnations that you've had as any type of healer in any type of reality, those activations coming through, you gaining a next level of your mastery, your gifts, what is necessary for you at this time in order to continue on your path, in order to create what it is that you are meant to create, in order to continue helping to shift the collective energy. Yeah, powerful stuff. Clear. And guidance, closing guidance for you guys. I know I do this all the time. Hold your center. Stay strong, stay firm in who you are and who you know yourself to be. Throughout this process of transformation, you have come to know yourself in a whole different light. So hold on to that. All right? Know that. Stabilize yourself in that new identity, that new understanding of who you are. Right? And whatever comes, stay firm, stay strong in your center. Bring it back to center. Constantly work on grounding yourself, stabilizing yourself, centering yourself in your own energy. And if other energies come and try to influence you, you've gained a whole new level of clarity about who you are and where you stand. So we don't allow that anymore, right? We stay mutable, we stay open to continuing to grow and shift, but we don't allow energies to come in and tell us how that process is supposed to be, what that's supposed to look like, what we're supposed to think. Right? We determine that for ourselves, what we're supposed to do. There's definitely an energy of independence coming through. Clear. Being that calm in the eye of the storm for group number 2. And divine masculine, again, on the bottom of the deck. Right? Blazing that new territory. All right. Clear. Okay, so now we're going to move on to group number 3. All of you who chose this beautiful crystal for group number 3. Trying to shake off that group number 2 energy. That was powerful stuff. It's all powerful. You're all so amazing. And we're going to see what this beautiful mystery crystal here, what this energy has in store for us. And I'm feeling beyond Lemuria to start out for you guys. What activations is group number 3 receiving through this 9-9 portal? What's closing out? What activations? What messages do we have for my beautiful group number 3? Ooh. Okay. So we have our ancient future coming out. And then we also have luminescence coming out. And the first thing that I'm noticing is we have, how similar do these cards look? So a lot of frequency, there's a major frequency shift happening for group number 3 through this 9-9 portal. Lots of downloads coming in. A major activation in the heart center, right? As we're seeing this. A major heart activation that's really shifting your entire vibration. And you guys, I'm feeling this. It's a huge vibrational shift that is going to affect you in a lot of different ways, especially the nervous system. For those in group 3, take special care of your nervous system right now. Because there's a lot in your DNA that's being rewired, as well as this heart opening, this heart activation. And you're going to be vibrating at a whole different frequency that's going to be attracting a whole different experience into your reality, right? Really attuning yourselves very, very closely with that 5D energy, all right? And you guys are bringing through a lot of ancient wisdom. You guys, in a lot of ways, I'm feeling you as wisdom keepers. And so you're bringing through all of this ancient knowledge, and you're remembering. There could be a strong sense of remembrance for group number 3. As you are remembering wisdom from other lifetimes, from other timelines, from other planets even. And you're remembering past incarnations, or you're being able to see almost like astral, what is it when you tap into something else that's going on? Remote view. Yourself in other incarnations, in other timelines, in order to extract the wisdom and the knowledge that's necessary for this time, in order to assist yourself and humanity in this now moment. So that's really interesting. That's a gift and ability that may be developing for some of you in group number 3. But regardless, you're pulling in, even if you're not doing it in that way, you're pulling in those downloads. You're pulling in that ancient wisdom. You're being activated with the keys and codes of that ancient wisdom in order to share as we build this new future. The things that we need to know in order to continue to create this new earth. Right? And really aligning and harmonizing that all through the heart center. Working really powerfully with that heart energy. A lot of you guys, with the wings here too, I'm noticing wings on both of these. A lot of you guys do have connections to the angelic realms. You are really helping to shift the vibration of this planet through your own frequency, which is part of why you're receiving this jump in frequency as well, is because you are such powerful satellites. You are so imperative when it comes to holding the grid, creating that crystal grid, the crystal grid network, really assisting Gaia in her transformation, right? Just by holding that frequency and that light. I don't know where else I was going with that, but yeah, you are absolutely, you're working with your heart energy, right? So you are the ones who are also sending that beautiful healing energy out to the planet, right? Imagining connecting with that crystal grid, strengthening that grid, sending that beautiful light out to all of humanity, to all of the planet. We have wisdom keepers in this group. We have also the keepers of the earth, keepers of the land. So you are such an important part in this process. And so any aspects of your starseed lineage that are going to assist you in this, you are going to be calling in and attracting. Or those are the strands of your DNA that you're going to have those strands activated that can connect you with this ancient wisdom and with those aspects of your spiritual team, those aspects of yourself that can really help to guide and steward this planet moving forward. You are the stewards of this planet. Very, very much so. And we have balanced forces on the bottom of the deck. So this is the yin and the yang, right? This is the masculine and the feminine. This is the light and the dark. Bringing all of that into balance and working from that balanced place, that centered place. We'll see if that pops back out. Air paradigm shift. Yes. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah. So you got the paradigm shift card, which is one of the most beautiful cards in this deck, I think. And then you also got on the bottom of the deck evolution, right? And see that how much those DNA strands in that card. Your DNA is going through a major evolution right now. Group number 3. Major evolution, major activation. So that you can play your part in this paradigm shift. And like we said, part of that is just through your pure frequency alone influences this. All right? But this is about Also communication, this is about the mind. There's just, it's, yeah. The communication, the mind, communicating thoughts and ideas. You're going to be receiving a lot of communication. And then some of you guys are going to be translating that communication to others, whether it's writing a book, whether it's starting a vlog or a YouTube channel or something like that. Whether it's just the way that you talk to the people that you meet. It's like people listen to you because there's a beauty, there's a gentleness, and there's a loving energy. You guys have such a beautiful, soft energy. There's just something about you where people pay attention, and it's not because you're, like we said, it's not because you're loud and boisterous and in your face. It's just because you have this energy that draws people in, this energy of grace. All right? Yeah. So you guys are playing an absolutely crucial part in this paradigm shift. And you're really, it's like you're teaching people the new ways of communicating as well. This is some of this ancient wisdom that's coming down through you. You're teaching people how to communicate more through telepathy. That telepathy energy I'm feeling, I felt it really strongly for group number 1. I'm feeling it really strongly for you guys too. That came through. Check out the 9-9 portal video for the information and the channelings on the 9-9 portal. It will pair very well with this reading right there, meant to be paired together. But yeah, receiving a lot of communication, reflecting a lot. I mean, I'm just being drawn to all the eyes in her wings, right? Which makes me think of peacocks, because peacocks, their wings look like eyes. Right, but this is like, she's like an alien angel, right? She is everything. So really connecting with your multidimensional nature, group number 3. Bringing in energies from lots of different realms. You guys are going to be receiving communication from lots of different realms and dispersing that communication in whatever way feels right to you. But you are being asked to use your voice, to share what you've known and put into practice what you are receiving. Because like we said, you are a huge part of this paradigm shift. And there's a huge paradigm shift happening within you. At the same time as all of this is happening, a lot is shifting within you. Your understanding of yourself and who you are, it's really opening up. Because you're realizing there's just so much there. As you connect so deeply with your interdimensional nature, it's just your multidimensional nature, right? It's like a whole new idea of yourself. It's for some people, it's when things start expanding beyond what we could even conceptualize before, it's scary. For you guys, it's really exciting. You're just like, wow, okay, I didn't even know the world was this big. Right, that the multiverse was this big. I didn't even know that there were all these types of beings out there. I didn't even know that there were that so many aspects of me existed. Right? It's like really powerful energies and that you're connecting to. Beautiful aspects of yourself, but it's like you're looking at it with this beautiful energy of wonder. Yeah, that's incredible. That's amazing. Yeah, journey to wholeness on the bottom of the deck as well. So you guys are really, you're really coming into a deeper level of wholeness because you are bringing back so many aspects, calling back so many different aspects and accessing so many different aspects of your multidimensional nature. And you're tying this all together and integrating this all through the heart center and really working with that energy, with that heart energy. This is reminding me very much of the quote that came through from Source when I was channeling for the 9-9 portal. We are the heartbeat of the one mind. Yeah. Yeah, just huge. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. You guys are really going to want to take care of yourselves on a physical level. Like we said, take care of that nervous system. You may experience increased anxiety as all of this is going on. So really be careful to meditate, to try to get lots of rest, to spend time out in nature. You guys are very connected to nature as well. and to ground, right? Because you're bringing in all of this high vibrational energy, all of this energy from these different dimensions and expressions of yourself. So make sure that you're grounding your energy too. That's going to help with the anxiety if you're experiencing that, and shielding yourselves. Yeah, but there's so much that you're here to teach. And you're here to teach by doing, right? You're here to teach by doing. There's a lot of Aquarian energy here. That doesn't necessarily mean that people watching this that you need to be an Aquarius, but it's a lot of that Aquarian energy. I'm feeling that Gemini energy with the youthful, with this childlike wonder, right? Just we're talking energies here, you guys. Piscean energies. Oh, this is so good, you guys. This is so good. I'm just feeling your energy right now, I think. Yeah, and it is. It's like, that's why you want to ground, because it's so super high vibrational and super charged, but it's also super anchored. And that's the goal, is to be super anchored at the same time. That's how you guys anchor this energy in for the earth. And you're really just sending out these massive these heart transmissions. You're receiving heart transmissions too. So for some of you guys, the downloads that you're receiving too, they're coming in through the heart center. So you want to keep that heart center open. That's why that's part of the reason for this major heart activation, because these energies that you're connecting to, they need to be connected to through the heart. Unless you're centered in your heart and connected in your heart and that frequency of pure love, you wouldn't have access to these other dimensions, to these other beings, to these other timelines, to this wisdom and knowledge. Yeah. For some of you guys, there's like energy with the Akashic records as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is super trippy and far out, you guys. Whatever's going on for pile number 3. Really just sink into it. Allow it. There's that water energy coming through. So working with water. Cleansing and purifying yourselves through water. Setting those blessings. Make sure that you guys are blessing your water. You're blessing everything that you consume. Yeah. You're here to, this is like the way showers energy, right? You're here to show the way through your actions by being that example and by sharing what you know, but sharing, like, you're not going to have to, like, people want to listen to what you have to say, like I said. They're drawn to you. You're becoming more and more magnetic. But it's like that magnetism through grace, through softness, just through the mystery that you hold. It's like people can sense that mystery. And they want to know, they want to understand. So there's going to be a lot that you're going to be able to teach people. And you're being taught at the same time, right? You're being taught by this, by these different beings that are coming through, by these different multidimensional versions of yourself, through this opening and healing of your heart energy. You're being taught, and then you're teaching others. Yeah. And there's a whole new evolution of yourself that's happening at the same time. Like, you are stepping into a much broader and more expansive experience of yourself and who you are. All right. That was powerful stuff, you guys. I love each and every single one of you. I hope that you all enjoyed these readings. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Big, powerful portal. Yeah, that solar plexus card came through. I definitely was seeing that as well. She had the sacred geometry in her solar plexus area. So all 3 groups receiving major activations, and this just keeps wanting to pop out. Oh, and look, as I'm talking on the bottom of the deck again, receiving huge activations in that solar plexus chakra to give us that confidence, that drive, that motivation, that in order to continue to move forward and do the things that we came here to do, because it is go time, you guys. It's go time. And that doesn't mean, like, we balance that with rest, we balance that with self-care, right? But it's time, we're moving forward. All right, the ascension is here. It's happening. And each and every one of you watching this video, 1, 2, and 3 are playing a huge part in that process. Some of you may be, multiple piles may resonate. So check out whatever ones feel right, whatever ones resonate, all right? You're beautiful. You're incredible. The 9/9 portal video is linked below as well for those of you who want to check out, who didn't watch the original video. So much love. Did I mention that I love you guys? Because I do.